Start with energy and passion. Imagine standing in front of a crowd that needs a fire lit inside them. Good morning. Before you do anything else, before you scroll, before you complain, before you even think about hitting snooze again, stop. Listen to this. Let it sink in. Let it wake something up in you. Because today is not just another day. It's an opportunity. It's a chance to be better than you were yesterday, to rise above your excuses, to leave behind the fear, the doubt, the hesitation, and step into the power that's already inside you. Let me ask you something. What are you living for? Are you just existing, or are you actually living? Are you chasing your purpose, or just chasing your paycheck? You weren't born to blend in. You weren't born to settle. You were born to break limits. But here's the truth. No one is coming to save you. Not your boss, not your friends, not your family. It's on you. You've got to decide. Right now, not tomorrow, not next week when I'm ready. Right now, decide that you're going to lead, that you're going to dominate your day, not just survive it, that you're going to stop waiting for the perfect time and make the time perfect up, because momentum doesn't start by thinking. It starts by doing. Get up, hydrate, move your body, feed your mind, speak your vision out loud. Say it with me. I am not average. I am not weak. I am not weak. I am not done. I am power. I am purpose. I am unstoppable. Start your day like you mean it, because how you start your day is how you shape your life. Now go out there and own it, want it in audio script format, or need help recording it with voiceover style like Tony. Every day is a fresh chance to grow, improve, and dominate, not just survive. Treat it like a gift, not a burden. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Nobody is coming. It's your mindset, your actions, your life. Own it. Leadership starts with the decision to stop settling. Stand up, speak up, and step up. Take control of your energy and your direction. That motivation doesn't just appear. You create it through movement, discipline, and momentum. Do something now. Before the world pulls at you, invest in yourself. Move your body, drink water, speak your vision, focus your mind, set the tone. What you say becomes what you believe. Speak strength into your day. I am not average. I am unstoppable. Affirmations fuel identity. Identity fuels action. Want a graphic or wallpaper version of these to pump you up each morning? Every single morning, you are given something incredibly valuable, something most people overlook. You are given a brand new day, a fresh 24 hours, a blank page. And what you do with it is entirely up to you. And entirely up to you. The problem is most people wake up and treat it like a routine, like just another box to check. They hit snooze, scroll through their phone, complain about yesterday, and drag themselves into the day like victims of their own lives. But not you, not anymore. See, today is not an obligation. It's not something you're stuck with. It's an opportunity, a privilege, a new shot at life, a reset button, and how you see it. The lens you look through when you open your eyes will define how your entire day unfolds. If you start your morning like it's a burden, you carry that energy into every meeting, every conversation, every task. But if you start your day like it's a mission, like it's sacred, like it matters, everything changes. You have to understand this. Millions of people didn't get the chance you have right now. Someone didn't wake up this morning. Someone's time ran out. And you're still here, breathing, heart beating, mind ready to work. That alone is powerful. That alone should make you stand up and say, oh, let's go. I've got work to do, but opportunity doesn't mean anything without action. You can't just appreciate the day. You've got to attack it. You've got to move with purpose, with clarity, with intensity. Don't wait for the mood to hit you. Don't wait for motivation to show up. You create it. You generate momentum by choosing to step forward, even when it's uncomfortable. You don't need to know the whole plan. You just need to show up fully, with heart, with focus. Every decision, every step, every breath should reflect your awareness of this opportunity. Because when you realize that each morning is a gift, you stop wasting time. You stop procrastinating. You stop putting your dreams on the shelf. You can stay in bed and let it slip through your fingers, or you can rise and make it count. You can let the world shape you, or you can shape the world. This moment, this day, this is where the shift begins. Don't treat it like it's just another Monday, another Tuesday. Don't walk into it like a zombie. You walk into it like a leader, like someone who understands that each sunrise is a call to rise with it. You've got 24 hours. What are you going to do with them? No one is coming to save you. Let that sink in Not as something harsh or discouraging, but as something incredibly empowering. For too long, people wait. They wait for the perfect opportunity. They wait for the right person to show up. They wait for permission. And in all that waiting, life passes them by. The truth is, everything you're looking for, everything you're hoping someone else will do for you, you are capable of doing for yourself. The only question is, when will you take ownership of that? When you realize that your life is your responsibility, something shifts. Suddenly, the excuses start sounding weak. The blame starts feeling hollow. Because if it's on you, then the power is in your hands. And that's exactly where it belongs. You don't need someone to hand you the dream. You need to build it. You don't need approval. You need action. The world doesn't owe you success, clarity, motivation, or opportunity, but you owe it to yourself to create those things from within. It's easy to blame circumstances. It's easy to say, if only I had a better start, or if only I had more support. But here's the truth. Everyone has a story. Everyone has struggles. And the people who rise, who lead, who achieve, they're not the ones with the least problems. They're the ones who decided they wouldn't be defined by their problems. It's not about what happens to you. It's about what you in response. That's the difference between victims and victors. And make no mistake, you have what it takes to be a victor. But first, you have to stop outsourcing your power. Stop expecting someone to show up and tell you. And now's the time. It already is. Stop looking for a sign. You woke up, that's the sign. Once you fully accept that no one is coming, you stop waiting and you start creating. You stop reacting and start designing. You stop playing small and start owning your space in this world. You stop saying one day and start saying, when things begin to move, that's when the energy shifts. That's when your life begins to align with your vision. Because you're the one steering the ship. Look in the mirror. That person looking back at you. That's your competition. Competition. That's your accountability partner. That's your biggest challenge and your greatest power. Take full responsibility, not just for your wins, but for your effort, your mindset, your discipline. When you do that, you tap into a level of freedom most people never experience. Because there's no more waiting. There's just doing. You are the author. You are the engine. You are the answer you've been waiting for. Now it's time to act like it. Every single day, you're faced with a choice. Lead your life or be led by it. Most people fall into a rhythm of reacting, waking up, checking their phone, responding to messages, running late, chasing their day instead of owning it. But the truth is, you weren't born to react. You weren't born to follow. You were born to lead. And leadership doesn't require a title, a corner office, or a crowd. It starts with you in the quiet moments. It starts with how you show up for yourself when no one's watching. Deciding to lead means deciding not to settle. It means you refuse to live on autopilot. It means you set your standards high, not just for your work, but for your energy, your mindset, your character. It's easy to drift, to blend in with the noise, to let life happen to you. But there's nothing powerful about that. Power comes from intention, from waking up and saying, this is my day, this is my time, and I'm going to own every second of it. Leading yourself means making choices based on where you're going, not where you've been. It means not letting your past mistakes define your future potential. It means not waiting for the world to give you permission, but giving yourself the green light to go after what sets your soul on fire. Leaders don't wait for things to feel right. They move and they adjust along the way. They take the first step even when the road isn't fully visible. And don't confuse leadership with affection. It's not about having all the answers. It's about having the courage to ask better questions. It's about showing up with consistency, especially when motivation fades. Anyone can feel good when it's easy. Real leaders dig deep when it's hard. They don't fold under pressure. They focus. They don't complain. They commit. They don't panic. They prepare. When you lead, you influence. You become the example, not just for others, but for your own identity. Every action you take, every decision you make becomes evidence of who you are becoming. You want confidence? Start keeping your word. You want clarity? Start taking bold action. You want respect? Start leading yourself with discipline, passion, and resilience. Look around you. There are already enough people playing small, shrinking to fit in, waiting for someone else to take the lead. Be the one who breaks the pattern. Be the one who sets the tone. Be the one who shows up with fire in their soul and a vision in their heart. This world doesn't need more followers. It needs more people who are willing to take responsibility for their own lives and lead from the front. And lead from the front. The moment you decide to stop following your feelings and start following your mission, everything changes. You don't need to be loud, you just need to be clear. Clear on who you are, where you're going, and what you're willing to do to get there. That's leadership. And it starts with you. Action is the catalyst. It's the spark that turns a thought into momentum, a vision into reality. You can have the biggest dreams, the most detailed plans, the most inspiring goals, but none of it means anything until you move. The mistake most people make is thinking they need to feel ready before they start. They wait for motivation like it's some magical force that's going to strike them at just the right moment. But the truth is, motivation doesn't come first. Action does. You move first, then the motivation shows up. Think about it. How many times have you waited for the perfect conditions? The right mood, the right mindset, the right day? How many times have you told yourself, I'll start when I feel more confident, or I'll go for it when I'm not so tired, or I'll wait until I'm more prepared? Those thoughts feel safe, but they're the enemy of progress. They're illusions that keep you stuck. Success doesn't reward the ones who wait. It rewards the ones who start imperfectly, urgently, consistently. Because once you take the first step, the next one becomes easier. Once you push through that first bit of resistance, you build momentum. And momentum is everything. It's what separates those who dream from those who do. You don't need to sprint. You just need to start. A 5-minute action can create a 5-hour wave of energy. The people who win in life aren't the ones who feel like it every day. They're the ones who act despite how they feel. They've trained themselves to move when it's uncomfortable, to show up when it's inconvenient, to execute when it's not easy. They've stopped worshiping their feelings and started honoring their future. This is where discipline enters the conversation. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't want to do it. It's choosing progress over comfort. It's understanding that every time you act when you don't feel like it, you're stacking evidence that you're the kind of person who follows through. And that builds self-trust. That builds belief. That builds the kind of internal power that no one can take away from you. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. The conditions will never be perfect. Your fear will never fully disappear. You will always have doubts. But none of that matters if you learn to act anyway. Action builds clarity. Action reveals what works. Action separates you from the pack. So whatever you're thinking about doing, start. Send the email. Write the page. Go to the gym. Make the call. Take the walk. Launch the idea. You don't need to get it right. You just need to get it going. Because once you move, something powerful happens. You stop being the person who thinks about changing, and you become the person who's already in the process. Start now. Start messy. Start scared. Just start. Before the world gets its hands on you, you need to claim your own energy. First moments of your day are sacred. They're the foundation for everything that follows. Most people wake up and immediately react, scrolling their phones, checking emails, absorbing noise before they've even had a second to breathe. And what happens? They start their day in a fog, pulled in 100 directions before they've even stood up straight. But you're going to do it differently. You're going to start by investing in you. You don't need hours. You don't need perfection. You need intention. The way you begin your day sets the tone for how you move through it. Think of it like this. If your mind is a battlefield, the first hour is your armor. You wouldn't walk into a war zone unprepared. So why would you walk into your life mentally and physically empty? Start by moving your body. Start by moving your body. Motion is emotion. When you move, you generate energy. You wake yourself up at a deeper level. It doesn't have to be a full workout. Stretch, jump, breathe, shake out the stiffness. Get the blood flowing and let your body know, hey, we're alive and we've got things to do. That physical shift creates mental clarity. It tells your brain, we're not in survival mode, we're in growth mode. Next, hydrate. Simple, powerful, often ignored. After hours of sleep, your body needs water. Not coffee, not sugar, not stress, water. This isn't about some trendy routine. This is about giving your system the fuel it needs to operate at full capacity. You want to think clearly? Move faster? Perform better. Then treat your body like the high-performance machine it is. Then feed your mind. Don't let junk thoughts be the first thing you consume. Your thoughts are the seeds of your day, and you get to decide what kind of garden you're planting. Read something powerful. Listen to something that fuels you. Speak your goals out loud. Declare your vision. Say affirmations with strength. I am focused. I am capable. I am creating my future today. This isn't fluff, it's strategy. The words you speak shape the way you think, and the way you think shapes the way you act. Take even 5 minutes to write down what matters today. What are you focused on? Who do you want to be? What energy are you choosing to bring? When you start your day with this kind of clarity and direction, you stop being reactive. You stop drifting. You begin to operate like a leader, not just of your work, but of your life. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't give your best to your goals, your people, your mission if you haven't taken a moment to ground yourself first. Those first few minutes, they're everything. They determine whether you own the day or the day owns you. So tomorrow, before the chaos, before the noise, before the world pulls you in 100 directions, start with you. Move your body, fuel your system, speak your vision, and walk into your day not just awake, but on fire. Words are not just sounds, they're commands to your subconscious. What you say to yourself about yourself becomes what you believe, and what you believe becomes how you act. That's why affirmations aren't just feel-good quotes you whisper into the mirror. They're declarations of identity. They're blueprints for your future. When you start your day by affirming who you are and who you're becoming, you take control of the narrative. You take back the pen and start writing your own story instead of letting the world do it for you. When you wake up and say, I am not average. I am powerful. I am unstoppable. You are not pretending. You are reminding yourself of a truth that this world tries to make you forget. Life throws distractions, challenges, comparisons, and noise at you every day. But affirmations are how you push back. They are how you protect your focus and fuel your identity. They're how you remind your mind and your spirit that you were built for more than mediocrity. Your brain listens, it records, it believes repetition. If all it hears from you are doubts, I'm not good enough, I always mess things up, and nothing ever works for me, then that becomes your internal reality. And your internal reality shapes your external world. That's why so many people feel stuck. It's not that they lack talent or opportunity. It's that they've spent too long speaking limitation over their lives instead of power. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can change the script right now. You can start speaking like someone who expects to win, who expects to grow, who expects to rise no matter what. Because when you speak with certainty, you train your nervous system to perform with confidence. And confidence isn't just a feeling, it's a frequency. It's an energy you carry into every room, every challenge, every decision. This isn't about arrogance. It's about alignment. Alignment with the version of you that already exists deep down. The one who's brave, focused, committed, and ready to lead. And every time you speak an affirmation with intensity, you align more with that version of you. You pull that version closer to the surface until one day, it's no longer just who you're becoming, it's who you are. So make this a habit. Speak your identity before the world tells you who to be. Speak your strength before fear tries to shrink you. Speak your vision before distractions try to blind you. Say it loud. Say it with your chest. I'm focused. I am focused. I am disciplined. I am becoming the person I was born to be. Let that energy build. Let those words echo in your body like a drumbeat for your mission. Because your words are a weapon. Your words are a tool. Your words are the fuel that powers your transformation. So choose them wisely. Speak them boldly, and let the world feel the power of a person who knows who they are.